Starting off right with the links. Now, I know there's not a lot of people right at the start here, but let me intro the stream anyway, because, well, I feel like I've wasted a lot of time, and it's the worst feeling in the world. Like, you do a couple of chores, you just, pay a little bit of attention to your girlfriend, you, like, come from work, and your day is gone, man. Like, all I didn't even like cook dinner for myself. I just heated it. In the meantime, I tried to do the dishes, and then finish the dishes afterwards. Again, as I said, like my girlfriend picked me up at work. It was at 4 p.m. and we took a walk. It's true, but I wouldn't be doing anything productive before that anyway. And yeah, my day is just gone. It's just like my evening has shrunk significantly, so not a lot of time to stream. That's why I don't want to do a lot of preamble. However, you won't believe what happened since our last stream. Okay, last Guild Wars 2 stream. Obviously, the last time I streamed it was Doom, which was a ton of fun. I actually enjoyed it. Don't know how my viewers would have, but it was fun for me. However, my last Guild Wars 2 stream I ended talking about how the expansion is coming up and how we did like an interlude episode. Well, what happened between then? Well, today I went in game to do my Kryta harvesting, whatever is it, lumberjacking. My daily, my gathering daily. And I go into Kryta, and I go to Kessex Hills specifically because I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, I can at least make some screenshots ahead of time and perhaps make some new thumbnails for like the upcoming Secrets of the Obscure streams. And you won't believe what fucking happened. I went to Garenhoff to get a view of the tower, and well, let me not spoil that just now. Let me just approach it. But I would like that to be like the cherry on top. I would just like that to be like a little surprise, like a little content for us at the very end of the stream. However, as you can see from the title, the main focus, or like the thing that I've tried to advertise as much as possible, and again, I'm just gonna park my character right here. Well, we're gonna have to return here anyway, because this is ultimately the character who's gonna craft the legendary weapon. Yeah, we're gonna do the 3rd generation legendary. So one of the things I also bitched and moaned about in the past was, on the last stream I believe it was like that I need a lot of Imperial favors in order to do the 3rd legendary, and I thought I'd have to do a lot of farming. However, in the meantime, what I was looking into were ways to get these Imperial favors. That's this currency right here, and well, I needed 2,500 in total to finish one of the items that I need for the legendary weapon, and I was looking into and I had about 1,000 when I last ended stream. However, as you can see, I'm all the way up to 2,600. It's not necessarily because I farmed these. It is because, and I guess we'd have to go on a character who has access to the bank, or perhaps we can do it on this one. Actually, let me go into the PvP lobby first, because I do believe we need to buy something with a PvP currency as well. However, the thing that happened was I looked into the wiki how to get Imperial favors, and well, obviously, one of the ways is to. Oh man, I see. One of the ways is to do events. However, there's another way, which is basically do events as well, but apparently you get at some points in End of Dragons, you also get these writs. They're the writs of Seitang Province, of New Kaineng, Ekavalt, and so on and so forth. And I've been holding on to them because they're a currency for other rewards, right? But you know, scouring through the wiki, I find out that Imperial favors can be gained by consuming these. So I went dig in, opened every writ, and looked at what kind of rewards I can get for those, and found out that not a lot. In fact, that I have stacks of these. Well, yeah, stacks, plural. Not necessarily stacks and stacks of Saitang Province writs, but I did have like a stack of Saitang Province masteries, writs, and that I don't necessarily need them for anything. I do need these of Saitang Province and of New Kaineng City for some rewards, but for example, Echowold Wilds and Dragon's End, there's basically nothing I can buy for these. So I just consumed a bunch of them, and now I have the Imperial Favors. Now the Imperial Favors, funny thing, is the thing that was actually limiting my ability to craft the legendary weapon instantly, basically. Because I thought it's bound to events that I would have to farm it. However, everything else I could buy. And so I did. So you'll see here for pickup, hopefully. We'll have the rest of the materials, and it would seem so, yeah. Sorry, those are not my transactions. Buying, actually, cool. So, yeah, if we go to the trading post, and we pick up whatever materials are waiting for us, we're gonna find out that it's mostly and exclusively Jade Runestones and Memories of Battle. Now the funny thing is I didn't even need the Memories of Battle, but that's a whole another topic. Guess we'll get that eventually. However, with the Shards of Glories, we will well, I did decide to go for the gift. Now, the thing you craft with these Shards of Glory, I already have. I don't have the partial item, which is Gift of Glory. I'm checking the wiki with the side of my eye. But then you craft that into another item, and I already have that, and I totally forgot. I did. So, necessarily didn't even need it, the Memories of Battle, but it doesn't matter. Like the Gift of the Mists, which is the thing that you craft from it, will be useful for other legendary weapons, so it doesn't really tear my ass to buy it. Now, if I can only remember, who do I buy it at? So let me just check the wares quite blindly, and it is the Gift of Glory. It might be Miani, right? Might even be Miani. If it is, I guess we're gonna get to her. Yeah, it's actually Miani. By the way, we can do it on, you know, in honor of Dragon's End of Dragons, the expansion that's going away, but that brought us the third generation legendary weapons. I think it's only fitting we would actually use the Mystic Forge there in Echowold Wilds. However, okay, so there's no point in us being here. I'm not gonna use the portal scroll to get to whatever it's called, Arborstone. I'm actually gonna switch characters. So we're gonna do a little something extra. It's not gonna be just crafting the legendary, gathering the necessary materials. We do need some more stuff, and that stuff in particular is Lamplighters badges. Now these, I believe they can also be bought, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they can be bought as well, and I could just as easily buy two. However, what I because it also overlaps with me doing achievements and getting achievement points, I decided that I will actually go for 2 achievements today. Now, those achievements being, and let me just see, or not necessarily even achievements. There is going to be a achievement that I'm going to do today, and that's light these streets. So we're going to finish this one, and bear with me while we do that. So that's going to get us 1 badge, but also you should get a lamplighter's badge for completing a map as well, which this character has not yet completed the Echowold Vials, but she's very, very fucking close. In fact, it's just, you know, 2 points of interest away, I believe. 3. It's actually 3. So we're just gonna dip our toe in there to get that. So I guess we might as well move into that map. And yeah, then she's gonna craft us. This character is gonna craft us some other items, but the rest of the items should all be piled up in my main character's inventory. And I don't necessarily know why I'm doing the legendary weapon with my main character, since my main is the one class, or one of the classes that cannot actually benefit from said legendary. However, so we're gonna come back to this character. I just didn't think of it when I was assembling those materials that no, it is actually gonna be Lucy who would wield the longbow right away. So there's gonna be a little bit of a finicking, but hey, legendary weapons are actually account bound now, so no skin off my back, right? So either way, yeah, where were we? We need to finish this map, so it's just finding 3 points of interest. Now, as it happens, I know where they are, but I don't know necessarily how to get to them. This one I might recall. This one doesn't actually look difficult, but it might be. I do believe last time I ran up against it, there was like a closed door, and I didn't quite know how to bypass that. But I'm determined to find out. So that should get us 1 lamplighter's badge. The other one is going to be fairly easy to get as well. It's just doing the lamplighting, and that's going to be it. Okay, so this zip line is... Thank you. I don't really care. At some point I will. Of course, I'm still missing some achievements in this map. Quite a lot, actually. I am kind of disappointed that I haven't done a lot of End of Dragons mastery. However, it doesn't feel so far away, so we might be okay. Like, the expansion doesn't seem so... okay, let me call it not so expansive. However, there is the problem with the metas. Those take up a lot of time for little yield, and sometimes you have to repeat them over and over for quite some arbitrary achievements. So we're gonna see how that goes. If I'm not mistaken, the point is below us. Yeah, quite way away below us, actually. So we'll see. I'll try to be creative here and try to go through the back door this time, which is through the village. And I do believe we ziplined down here, and I just foolishly flew back up. So yeah, and yeah, if we struggle for a long time trying to find this on our own naturally, I will quit it, and we'll find it on the wiki or whatever. I don't particularly mind doing that kind of discovery. You know, if I ran this anytime, any like frequently, but it seems like it's open this time. Ow! What the fuck even killed me? Is there like an environmental hazard that killed me? Oh, can the bot actually save me from this like fall? Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's actually quite cool. So yeah, I crossed something I shouldn't have, it seems. But it's fine, we got the point of interest, which was Aspenwood sub-level B1. And
The Brotherhood made their first move.
I guess it's part of the meta.
In speaker territory.
But who really knows and who really cares at this point, right? So another one is below us, apparently. Even below like this ground level. Again, I do believe it's like some kind of a crypt that I have to enter from like a completely different part of the map. I think I'm 100% on money here. However, cut me to pieces and I won't remember. Also, by the way, we do have some fighting match flare. I don't know if I've ever read this. The grudge match of the year between Narkis the Flame Diakos and the Ion Storm. Who will claim the belt of Arkamoras? You'll have to show up to find out. Okay. So yeah, I don't necessarily. I think I've heard. Oh yeah, here. Don't I? The foxes. I need the foxes still. I don't know if these ones in particular. Is the same flying? Yeah. The same thing. Oh, hi, you're from the flyer. If you want an autograph, it'll be 10 silver. Sorry, but why would I want your autograph? You haven't heard of me? I'm Ion Storm, best fighter in Echowal. At least, that's what Narcissa's gonna be saying when she begs me to go easy on her in our match. So you're a professional fighter. For entertainment? Mm-hmm. I'm a Luxon. Fighting's in our blood. We used to determine everything by trials of combat. Cantons don't let us do that anymore, but we still fight for the fun of it. And the glory. Where'd your name come from? It's my given name, if you can believe it. But my mom always wanted this path for me, so she named me after one of the 3 queens. Good thing I didn't disappoint, eh? Good thing, yeah. So yeah, there is this thing. Should be very easy, yeah. This chest, and I don't know whether I need this particular box or not, but the coins are always nice. Those are also useful for legendary weapons, the 3rd generation. Anyway, we are looking for the point of interest still nearby, which we have gotten away from a little bit here. Also, I will loot this chest. Although we will, well, not necessarily need the charges for this map in particular, but eventually. Regardless, this point of interest, again, points down. I do believe there's gonna be like a, I don't know, it might be like even from here that you enter it. No broken windows this time, so there are a couple of points of interest where you walk through this like glass stained window and get to an underground passage. They do that a lot here, like a couple of these points of interest are not all that intuitive, which is, I'm not sure whether I appreciate that actually, but it is what it is, and I'm not particularly mad about it either. So there's a little bit of a lake behind this point of interest, however it seems to be very, very far, and I would be surprised if that's the thing that connects there. And yeah, I think you know, it's not taking me long, or it hasn't been so far, but I am inclined to just using the wiki right away, because we do have a lot of on our plate. We still need to craft a legendary, get all the other items. We're gonna be doing the lamp plating, so yeah, I think I'm probably gonna just check out the lake or whatever it is, the body of water, if I can get to it, and try to find an entrance from there. I would hope The fucking lake doesn't have a roof. However, seeing how far these trees go, this petrified wall, how far up, how tall it is, there might be a slight chance we can actually fly over. But we'll see. And yeah, hopefully there's like a tunnel or something. Can definitely be flown up on, but feels like I'm not supposed to be here anyway. And yeah, I've hit an invisible wall, so bye bye to that plan, I guess. Then the only way for me to find out is try to find a different way, an alternative path to the lake, which I do have discovered. Mind you, there's a point of interest as well. But yeah, I do think this is like the Vasberg Armory or something, a dungeon of some sort.
We conducted 3 studies here lately.
All right. I'm wikiing it. I'm not
That could change at any time.
above
I really don't
that.
understand what effect jade tech has on the environment.
So that's the Ectobalt vials that we're looking for, and I think I'm gonna be doing that automatically for that other point of interest as well. I don't really care. I don't care. I don't care.
Happening?
Okay, what's up?
Got it in
I
for
thought,
you.
would it be possible to get like an interactive map? No, please. Map of the Ectobalt vials. This one is not This one is interactive. Cool. So again, we're looking at this one. Yeah, it is the Vasberg Armory. I do believe getting there referred to the Vasberg. I do remember this mini dungeon located in Melandra's Hope, which is right here. And the entrance. Oh, is it? Could it be this? Could it be this road then? Upon opening the final chest, one easy way to get to from Tulare Village, which is this thing. Follow the road north into a cave. Okay, we should be able to find our way from there, right? I am surprised I have the lake, but not this point of interest, so it's weird. And yeah, I am quite aware it would be so much easier to buy this off of the TP, the Lamplighter badge, I mean, but I do want this fully discovered even on this character, so yeah, don't worry about it, please. So there's like a hidden door, which is all cool and well, but not necessarily what we're after. Oh, there's this cave. I've been down this cave as well. This is insane. And yeah, there's sort of a hidden passage here. And that's all it takes to get us to the point of interest. How quaint. Shut the fuck up, dog. Do I have to fight you? Okay. I will if I have to. Lucas. I do remember him from the first game. It looked nothing like this. Lucas was actually...
I can't enter the armory on my own. But you... Yes.
An NPC.
There's a weapon inside.
What were they called? Well, they were kind of like mercenaries, right? Or like before heroes came into the fold. I must have streamed this, by the way. I'm pretty sure. So we're in the armory. I don't really care about the mini dungeon for real, unless we haven't done slippery as a fish with before. I can actually search the achievements here. We've got it. Well, there's no need to do it twice, so that's fine. And the last point of interest, I do believe it was like more to the start of the map. Sorry for my yawning. There it is. And this one seems, again, seems fine, but I've been there. I must have like walked around, so it's gonna be probably something tricky. I don't necessarily know how to get there. So again, let me just quickly do the wiki thing. It's called the Yarrow's Purge. No, it's just like in the tree line, so yeah, I think we would have found this one on our own. Not necessarily all that obscure. But yeah, let me zoom out my camera a little bit. You don't have to look at my sky skills ass. And where is the point of interest again? South of us, directly south of us. Okay. So, yeah, that's gonna do it for this map, and we'll see whether we get lucky as well with the loot and get a mystic or Blackland chest key. And that would be the optimal thing. A little extra reward. But yeah, this inconspicuous point of interest finishes our map. We do, of course, get the gift of the Echowald Forest as well for completion of the map. Also Untamed Cache, which I guess we need for our specializations weapon, but I'm pretty sure I must have gotten in the past. But more importantly, the Lamplighter's Badge, which I guess we can deposit directly into our shared inventory slot. And yeah, we just get Nika's coat, which is nice. It's berserker stats, but it's exotic as well. It would have been useful if we didn't get full, if we didn't have full legendary weapons already. So let's just cut our journey short. Cut our trip short by using the waypoint and get back into New Kyning City, where I will quite mercilessly cheat and get myself some tactical overlays, which you will not see, but I will. And we'll do the lamplighters. We'll do the lanterns with the help of an overlay. Yeah, I already got it on. So yeah, we're also gonna look into, however, the hints at times, because of course, naturally, I've got a lot of them already done, which the overlay doesn't necessarily reflect. So, and we're gonna try to do that from like the left to right. I should have prepared this probably ahead of time, but there you go. So let's see if we what is Broom Alley and Badel Hill? I don't know whether we can get this. This is Grub Lane, and there's Lutgardis Plaza, by the way, which is all good and dandy. I think there is a. I think we need one of these. I'm guessing it's not gonna be this obvious, but you know, stranger things have happened. And what? I'm sorry for this. Also, we should pick up a Vista along the way. Also, a fight with the Jade Brotherhood as well, which meta would be pretty good for. There's quite a lot of fights with them. However, that's not what we're here for. So there's apparently a lamp as well. This lantern. However, it would seem that we've already got this one, so no need for us to do that. There's an elite. I thought it's finding a player, but no, it was It was the creatures in the area. Dear God. Anyway, oh, I wanted to check the progress actually. So Garden Heights, Lutgardis Market. Oh, it's Lutgardis Market, which is not necessarily the same as Lutgardis Plaza. In fact, this is the precinct. This is Tranquil Overlook. This is the Lutgardis Market, meaning that I think I see the lamp that we need to light up. Also, if we actually recognize any other points of interest, like for example the East Precinct, I don't think I've seen that here, but yeah, there you go. They sure do love their Elder Dragon too. Sue wants plenty of things, it shows. Like as names of quarters. Okay, I said yeah, this one is one we need.
When the customer is dissatisfied.
But such laws don't apply to purchases.
A Garden of the Celestials, it doesn't really ring a bell. Seunggi's Legacy also doesn't.
Cannot easily. 1 second.
Bori Ward.
Cannot easily return such consumables the way we can. What? Why has your
No.
face turned that shade?
Excuse me.
Garden of Lisa. And what team we got? There is a Garden of Enlightenment. Nafwi Lab. Are there any labs in here? Help Junlai J test and promote JTech. How is this part of it, by the way? Oh, is that... Do we need to do a heart as well? So there are substations, and I do believe the substation is the one at sea, isn't it? No, there are substations here as well. And Baydal Hill, we actually need. I don't know whether this is like the most optimal route to take, but we do need Baydal Hill. And I do believe there's like a... Oh yeah, I guess these are hearts. And I don't know, we might be fine. We might actually need those as well. Where's the waypoint? I haven't placed the waypoint. So yeah, the Renowned Heart could help us with the with one of the dailies, but I doubt it. To an extent, I really don't think so. So Baydal Hill, huh? It's genuinely question which one of the lamps that I'm looking at in the overlay are the ones I'm missing. I do find it preferable though to run up to them and tag them without going to the wiki, because there would have to be a lot of figuring out where each point actually points to. So there is supposed to be a lamp right above us, or maybe even below us. I can't really mouse over it, right? It's an overlay, but this is the lantern, and it would seem that this one is indeed missing, and it's not even the one at Baydal Hill. The one at Baydal Hill might be this one. Let's try it. I do remember an event here. Oh, that one actually has something to do with the jade.
Experience innovation, technology, and
Please RSVP to the following message. Sir Taejing Esquire Ill invites you to the party of the week. Come and experience the latest JTech models and the finest cocktails in Kainang. Will you accept? Sure, I love parties. Wonderful. Please follow me, Sir Taejing Esquire Ill the Third, will be speaking to his guests momentarily. I don't know what I responded.
Sunrise.
Okay, yeah, and I don't think I've ever seen this event from this very start. But yeah, there might be some Jade fucks who can, Jade Brotherhood cunts who we can ruffle. And this one also wasn't the one at Baidal Hill, so there might be a lot more.
There's something else.
Okay, so there's gonna be a lot of voice acted dialogue, so but there is some optional. And how did Taijin manage to book the Chitin commander for his party? Does your agent have a card? You know who I am. Who doesn't know, darling? Just look at you. Well run from the pages of Closed Out from My Heart, a Canton affair. Okay. These mechs are unique. Oh, probably another attempt to quell the Jade Brotherhood nuisance in Kaining or something. At least these ones make a mean Lotus Martini. Thanks. I sure hope this doesn't foreshadow anything.
Stop that alleyway tomfoolery. I invite you to fear no longer. These new Jade mechs will protect the streets of Kaineng from any foe. You look thirsty. I would recommend the Jade and Stormy, but I can't taste anything. And mine so happen to be the best mixologists on this side of the unending ocean.
There it is. There's the Jade Brotherhood person.
Can protect you? What a waste of good parts. Get the mechs. And careful not to leave a scratch.
Well, I don't like a party crasher. I suppose a demonstration is in order. Butler, destroy these ruffians.
Okay, so there are gonna be more. I was afraid it was just a boss fight. By the way, this guy is stealing all my kills. Stop it. Let me tag as well. Alright. Are we getting credit for it? Yeah, we are. It's good. So we might just need this event to do the daily. Again, the daily is not necessary for the legendary weapon, but it sure will be nice to finish it while we hurry.
Put him in the dirt.
I'm sure for future legendaries as well.
The Jade is reacting to something. This drink needs
They're being hacked.
dashes of blood. Any volunteers?
I could outrun a centaur.
Endless possibilities. And you use Jade Tech to serve drinks to these trust fund babies? You're in luck to do this.
You can't stop it. I'm sorry, ma'am. The bar is for guests only. May I offer you some cold instead?
I don't know, we might need more than one event, but
Forget the mess. Let's send the people of Kaineng a message.
for the Brotherhood, that line delivery was not the best. I also wonder whether this voice actress actually voices someone else in Guild Wars 2. If it would be Timey, it would blow my mind. You know, the voice actress who voices Timey, not... Yeah. You catch me, you catch my feeling, right? So that's it, that was it? That was it, apparently.
Thank you, foreigner. Your timing was eerily convenient, but much appreciated.
Okay, so it wasn't just your Max who
At the door.
beat up ruffians. Okay, so yeah, that was underwhelming as fuck. Anyway, we still got some lamps to light up over here, and plenty of Jade Tech engineers, Jade Brotherhood engineers to beat up. So there's a lot of lamps here, just based on the map. There was an event flaring up momentarily. I don't quite know where it's from. There's your White Falcon. I've just done the story beat of where we arrested that guy. Not gonna spoil who it is. But yeah, you do get to meet them in person. So there is a Jade Lantern. And it's not the one we're looking for. It's just good news. It's good news. We can just hit a bunch of these lamps and...
What got you so glum?
Nari lost her job at the plant.
Okay, so this one wasn't it either. I am
Again.
kind of
I'm so
running out
sorry.
of
She'll find
Jade
something else soon.
lanterns to light up here, though. So, what the fuck? Unless the overlay is not necessarily all that accurate, which is always a possibility.
One of the oldest establishments in New Kainang.
Which would rub my butthole in all the wrong ways, but luckily we found it. Okay, test Jade Mech. Oh, okay, so there are Brotherhood's ruffians just like chilling here, so we can probably beat those up. The good thing about these are gonna yield a ton of bonus XP as well, see? Because nobody really cares about beating these guys up. I don't know, do the mechs count? Do the mechs count? I should only have... assume so, hope so. But they don't, so whenever there's gonna be a veteran mech, we're gonna probably ignore them. There's... I don't know where I'm going, but there's definitely a handy zip line. Which will get us the charges necessary for doing... Oh, I know where I was going. I remember it was... Okay, so there's another...
Jade batteries and other jackets.
Shut the fuck up, man. I'm beating you in the name of the law. So yeah, I was trying to scramble my way up to the Renowned Heart. I do believe it's over this little hill. Also, I'm supposed to volunteer for a new map, which I find ridiculous, but okay. What can I do? I'll submit. Mostly because we're in range of the heart, or within reach, I should rather say. So we can do testing here. So yeah, this is fairly peaceful. Heart, and by peaceful I really mean you can, or you're kind of even forced to do a lot of it without fighting. You can of course fight, as you could see, and get credit for it, but
They'll have to hit much harder.
Congratulations, and thank you for your participation.
Well, good job.
it's not quite necessary. Okay, I do believe this one. So there are some Brotherhood guys over there. I'm betting those can get us some credit towards the daily, especially if they're gonna be escorted by other people. Which I kind of doubt. These events are usually just like 2 elites and that's it, and no Jade Brotherhood around to accompany them. I'm still
Is incompetent, if not entirely.
I feel good. You'll be feeling that one.
still appreciative of. However, we should probably attack the other one just to get the credit for it. I know it's a single.
I'd love to learn more about the
Strength of the pack.
see how it compares to ours.
I'm here to help you out, dog. The truth is, oh, this is part of a larger event, or what's going on with these recovered items? They're just trophies, too. It's curious. It's a curious case of Benjamin Button. Anyway, as I was saying, like one of the issues about one of the events that you can do in the heart is that I do believe they use up battery charges, so we're just gonna have to constantly refresh those. And, seeing as we need them to light up the lamps, it's again a little bit of a, well, let's call it bad synergy, okay? So that's fine though. I can't help but notice that my overlay has a lot of tracks that just like shows up or I guess demonstrates. Where is the,
Why don't you grab a battery charge?
there is it, training my console. I'm not in fighting much, sorry. That's not the console I wanted to interact with, but I'll take it now that I've done. Now that I did interact with it. And yeah, there's another person who will help us finish this, so I guess we don't necessarily need to stick around, sorry for that. There's a jade lantern, apparently one I can interact with, so good. Yeah, if you can interact with these lamps, it means, or these lanterns, it means you haven't done them before, which is a good indication of where to go and where not. Okay, this is still the training. Where is the... I've seen the console. There it is, Jadewood Terminal. This is perfection. Oh, there's like an adventure here, so that one is connected to the adventure, not necessarily the heart itself. So that's fine. I don't also remember whether I ever did this adventure. If not, I don't want to bother with it immediately. See, and this is where you need the charges again, which is annoying because you have to go all the way down here, find some in these jade batteries, presumably. Well, there's a jade bot cannot actually use a different source, i.e. zip lines. That's unfortunately not how it works, but it's fine. So, and there's a limit, there's a very limited amount of lamps that you can, or again, lanterns are flying around. So you cannot do this just by doing the lamps or the lanterns, but it is fairly close. It's quite a bit of them, and this is definitely relaxing and easy to do so. That's a depleted battery. See, this is exactly what I was talking about.
Anyone to get their hands on a bot.
I'm just this butters my toast on the wrong side. But yeah, again, as I say, a significant chunk of this heart. Might even finish it now that I've fought 6 of the bots that I can. Either way, I think I about ran out of the obvious ones. Also ran out of juice, but this is where we're gonna land here, and also here. And actually leave the mech now, because that's not the button for leaving it. We do want to do some other stuff. Also another jade lantern. Cool. There's a lot of them unlit here. I guess they would have... Great. The robot didn't collect charges for me. I guess that's fine. But, you know... That's why I complained, because... the jade batteries would have been depleted from the jade bot. Luckily they've stuck a lot of them around, so I shouldn't probably complain. There's supposedly a lantern in here as well. Yeah, cool. As I said, a lot of interactable stuff, so it's not all that surprising to me that I've missed these. and I've missed a lot. It would actually seem that every single one in this zone, but this should be this would have been the last one, I assume. There's one around around the reactor. I don't necessarily know what I ever finished, but so there are zip lines. I do believe they give you credit as well. Yeah, inexplicably. But not necessarily for driving back. Or yeah, or maybe they do. So I guess what you can also do if you're feeling particularly stupid is to just ride back and forth on the zip line. And yeah, and again, I feel a little silly, but you can't argue with the efficiency or efficacy. Never really know which word fits which context. So apparently this Jade Lantern has already been done. Again, the only reason I came here was because of the overlay, and that one doesn't actually distinguish the ones I've already done and the ones I have not. So there's the Pool of Tranquility, Broom Alley, Ministry of Archives, and Sujong Heights, which is pretty much all that I need. So there's a pool, there's a ministry, Broom Alley, and Sujong Heights. Sujong Heights, I do have a feeling would be... Oh, so this is the Pool of Tranquility. One of the things I need, isn't it? Yep, so we can head there. Meanwhile, look at Sujong Heights. The archives shouldn't be far. Which would only leave Broom Alley. Broomay. I don't necessarily even know how to pronounce that, but yeah. Let's wait for the dodges to refill. It's fine by me. You can scale this wall much easier. Again, I haven't found a more effective way to get up. I don't necessarily know about the shortcuts and stuff, so I do see some Jade Brotherhood stuff. Maybe we should join the fray again. We still need it for daily, but still don't need the daily for anything related to our legendary weapon, so and we're also gonna still need the Vista. So where is it? I'm just gonna quickly dip there because it doesn't seem far, like the event would be far, and well, it is not near. Just put it that way. A lot of Jade Brotherhood fuckers to beat up, to slap around. This is good. Hopefully they don't slap me around. So far it seems like they're mean. They got teeth. But nothing we cannot manage actually.
It can't be.
So it's quite close that, or it's gonna be probably pretty soon that I get my short bow kills for an achievement, which you may be surprised I don't have yet, but that's how the cookie crumbles. Still no other players too, nobody to steal my glory, but also to help me out. Man, I'm getting knocked the fuck down now. Quite a bunch. Okay, so this is a pretty unfailable event. Unfortunately, doesn't get us quite enough kills to finish the daily. However, it might if we focus on the ads. They might spawn indefinitely, so that would make this good for our daily. Not necessarily though for finishing the event, because it's annoying to only keep fighting ads and nothing else. Oh, I see a player came in. Another player. Maybe I should have tagged up too. That would have been probably good solidarity. But I don't care. I just want my kills. Which with this kill is I'm gonna be just one away. I can't be max. We've already established that. And I guess it might as well be like the elite if we can actually manage to kill the elite. We've managed to break stun break at least.
They'll have to hit much harder.
No, stun to break part. Whatever. But yeah, I think we're gonna get the daily earlier than killing this person, as I thought. Never mind that though. We can just auto merrily and see what are we looking for still. So it was like some kind of a lane or alley. It was actually alley, right? In the archives, and there are Sujong Heights, okay, and Ministry Archives, both at the same spot, so solid. Problem is gonna be getting there. Don't quite remember that, but there's a huge, as you can see, a huge drop. Maybe if one would know how to utilize the, and not necessarily even the zip lines, but there are teleporters around here, right? They might get you quite strategically to other parts of the city. So there's nothing we need here, right? I'm gonna check out anyway, I guess. This is a battery. Where's the... Okay, maybe not. We'll come back here later if it's necessary. Although I gained... I'm sorry, I lost all my height. Not good. Getting Govat ready. That's a very cute way to put it. So yeah, to respond to the message, which was asking how I'm getting ready to the...
Interested in trying traditional dishes from Echo Vault?
To the expansion. I am not getting very ready. Again, I've explained this in the very beginning of the stream, but there's actually plenty I'm missing in terms of achievements from this expansion, and especially I guess even the episode that came after. I've done like the interlude thing on stream. Also, I'm flying completely off-road, so to speak. But yeah, yeah, I've missed out on a lot of a lot of the current expansion material. However, I did like the side quests. So there's a hidden achievement, which is called Someone in Need. Don't know if you're aware of it, but I have finished that one. That one does kind of talk about the Mesmer Collective, and that's apparently one of the groups that's going to be part of that expansion. Also, the interlude is more of a goodbye to this expansion than anything that would prepare you for Secrets of the Obscure. We do need this lantern. It's good. And then today we are actually gonna do a cool thing, which is check check the results of us doing that. Well, one thing that is interesting about the interlude is that it changes the world around you in quite a significant way, apparently. And I haven't experienced it yet, but I want to do that on stream, so that's that. There is supposedly something we need for some collections and something, apart from the Jade Lantern, which is over here. I'm just gonna quickly check it out. It would be nice to have it on stream. There's a bookshelf. Is it this thing? See a bunch of book titles. Which one is fake? The Path of Jun Rao. And annotate. Oh, so this is just, I'm just engaging with the event here, right? Bonnie? Is it Bonnie that I need to talk to? What have you been up to? I don't know.
Community College. It was so boring.
So no, it's still above us.
Really old stuff.
So this floor. Oh, I don't care, Bunny. Fuck off. Unbelievable. I thought she was lying to get me to show, but here you are, the commander in the flesh. This changes things. Juwon Ral? Balamri sent me to collect records from the archives. So it seems. I'll tell you what I told her. This request is tied up in committee. Somebody important wants these to stay buried. You're saying there's no way to access them then? Oh no, I can get them for you. I just... What the hell happened here? Oh shit, that was Bonnie. I just need a little help with a project of my own first. If I am to risk the ire of said individual... Okay, what is it? Let's say I have a vested interest in disrupting the modern purist movement's activities. I have intel on their operations. You stop them, and I sneak these records out of the archives. Sounds fair? This doesn't sound like Ministry of Archives work. Very astute. Of course, if I were an undercover agent with the Ministry of Intelligence, I'd have to deny it, wouldn't I? I think we understand each other. Alright, you have a deal. So, I'm guessing this unlocks... Return to Balamri after collecting all the lost records. Search for lost records beneath the Emperor's feet. Okay. So a lot of... glad to hear it. Balamri had 3 requests, and I have 3 leads, so I'll deliver these records one for one. I'll share your intel so you can help get to the bottom of what they're plotting. I have a few questions. Go ahead, just keep your voice down. Can never be sure who's listening. What you're asking for doesn't... Okay, why not just give me the records? Wouldn't that also hurt the purists? True, but disrupting their operations will hurt them even more. I'd like to believe you'd do this out of a deep sense of justice, but a little incentive never hurts, no? I had more... Okay, I'll be back. Yeah, it's gonna be significantly smaller, I believe. The price doesn't really reflect it, but it is set to be smaller, and especially on launch. So this is one of the news that I can probably share with you, just to temper your expectations a little bit. Please be careful if you buy it, not to fall into the trap of like feeling cheated, because it's going to be very thin on the content, because it is going to be initially the current plan of ArenaNet with these expansions is that they're going to be like releasing content into them very, very gradually. Also, there are foxes. Okay. So basically what you're gonna get at launch is not gonna be the final product. Like they're selling you the expansion in a living world format. So they are actually promising you that what you bought is access to whatever they're releasing in the year leading up to the next expansion. However, the the hope is that it's going to be a very steady stream of content, and that you're going to get expansions every year, basically. And the next expansion, and I'm not sure how much is actually tied into it, because it's not like I've been shielding myself away from the news, but I'm not, because I know I will get it. I'm a simp for this game, a massive one. So the little I know is that there are going to be like mechanical improvements in terms of like getting you access to new weapons for your professions, not necessarily elite specializations. Then you're gonna get some more out of your sky scale mastery. Like sky scale is gonna be a big part of that expansion. You're gonna be able to unlock it without owning the Alona expansion, whatever it's called, Path of Fire, right? So stuff like that. So each class actually gets a new weapon, first and foremost, but also you get the ability to wield elite specialization weapons even if you don't have that elite specialization unlocked, or well, equipped, I should say. You still need to unlock it, I believe. However, now there is the question whether that one is actually tied to the expansion itself or not, and whether without it you won't be able to actually play around with these weapons on different elite specs. I think it's going to be a lot of chaos actually initially with balance. And I'd hate to see them some regrettable nerfs, but I am quite excited for that. And yeah, it's well, when you put it like this, it's yeah, season pass is probably an apt description. It's mostly like a season pass, as much as we hate that term. However, there's at least there's like a clear what do they call it, roadmap. There's always a clear roadmap for these, so hopefully it shouldn't be like selling you a hope and a wish, right? It should be like something very concrete. They mentioned every time a fractal, like a strike mission. I don't know how many of them actually. It might be just that single one, and then like 2 to 3 episodes basically. Again, I don't quite know the specifics myself, and it's not because I wouldn't like I wouldn't purposefully not seek this information. It's just that I didn't really care for reading this because I know I'm getting it anyway. So whatever comes out. I guess it's gonna be like when I find out. So yeah, I think a lot of people it might prime a lot of people for disappointment, and I'll get that. And if there's gonna be a sort of an exodus of players, it might be at this point. Genuinely, during like these couple of next patches, but I do believe that ArenaNet is on a path to consistency, which might pay off in the long run. Like whoever sticks around and whoever's left will know about this model and either accept it or drop it, right? And I think that for the health of the game, it might actually be good. And they surprised me with what they pulled off in terms of like how to expand the game. Again, it's sort of a game of whack-a-mole. Because next time, what are they gonna do? Again, release new weapons. That's quite fine, but that existing weapons will run out eventually. So what's next, right? Like, what's the next hook? And I think like finding these hooks will might make or break this model as well. Are they going to come up with new weapons? Are they actually going to filter in new elite specializations? Will we finally see new classes? What are we looking for in terms of, or looking at in terms of next masteries? Are we going to see new mounts as well? It brings a lot of questions, but in terms of like, okay, if they're just going to focus on the story as they have done so far, this might be a much healthier model for the game, because it works for other MMOs from what I've heard. Again, I don't follow them myself, but we'll see, I guess. But that's pretty much what I've gathered for now. Yeah, and I'd say remain cautious. Perhaps if you don't have the time to play anyway, it might genuinely be good to hold off with your next purchase, see what comes of it, and maybe buy it once these releases have actually come out, right? And you know what you're actually getting in very concrete terms. I wouldn't be the person to tell you no, support the studio unequivocally. Of course that's stupid. So this is our last Jade Lantern, which does get us to the last Lamplighter's badge finally. Oh, we still have to loot it. Oh, I guess you also get the other stuff from regular map completion. So basically what AreneNet has done here is like guarantee permanent map completion here. It's a weird system, but it is what it is. So let's switch out, switch to our main character and start with the crafting process. Now, this is gonna take a lot of me looking into wiki, because I genuinely wouldn't remember this whole recipe or how to craft this. But I did want to go step by step and like purchasing the items as well, and explaining perhaps a little bit where I got them, because for me it was a genuinely a new process, right? Gen 2 legendary weapons, they have a very similar scheme and a tad more similar to Gen 1 legendaries. One reason behind that is because they've actually, in terms of like collections, they've been introduced at pretty much the same time, at least precursors, right? But genuinely, when they like made Gen 2 legendary weapons, what they did is copy a lot of those systems. So that's what they did for Gen 2. So the process is very similar. For Gen 3, not so much. They seemed very eager to tie it to the new expansion as much as they possibly could, even though a lot of the materials themselves you can now trade, even though they're legendary rarity, which was not previously possible. But yeah, the process is a whole lot different. So the first thing we're gonna get, and I guess I'll explain the specifics right away. So I got these Lamplighter's badge. You've seen me how to do those. It's basically by doing map completion a couple of times. I do seem to have the rest in a bank, but you do need 10 for them. Now I'm excluding the precursor, by the way. We're gonna do the precursor for next weapon. We're not gonna do it this time, because this time we got it from we're still holding on to our box that we got basically as like a loyalty type of deal. So we are skipping the precursor crafting step, but we're gonna look at that at a future date. For now, what we're really focusing on is the weapon itself. So the first thing we're gonna have to craft is the Gift of the Dragon Empire. Now the Gift of the Dragon Empire consists of jade runestones. I've explained already how to get these. This is basically events, but you can buy these, as you can see here, which I've done for the majority of them. Chunks of pure jade, these are basically lootable. You can loot these, again, buy them as well, but mine them off of ores. Chunks of ambergris, of ancient ambergris, those are interesting because they're quite expensive, and the most consistent way to get them is from fishing, actually. So engaging with fishing a lot, and then this item doesn't really belong to the rest of them, because the next thing we're gonna need is actually blessings of the Jade Empress. Now those are the ones that we needed the imperial favors for, the currency that can be gotten from the events, and that one is actually sold by in Saitang province by Myung He in Xingje Monastery. If I'm not mistaken, it's the character right here on this point of interest. So this is an item we're gonna buy, and eventually combine these into our first Mystic Forge item.
Fired up.
Okay, so new weapons. I genuinely meant just like pre-existing ones, but new weapons on weapons, existing weapons on classes that didn't have access to them initially. So yeah, elementalist would get like a, I don't know, a mace or something. I don't genuinely remember what they're getting, but yeah, it's existing weapons. It's not like they're adding a land spear. It's not like they're adding I don't know, knuckle, what do you call them? It's not like they're adding like a taser or something. No, they are genuinely doing like existing weapons, but expanding them to other classes. And again, that is supposedly a later patch, actually. So initially, we will just get existing weapons, so I can wield a warhorn on a weaver, but later on I'm gonna get a new weapon as an Ellie. So we're looking, yeah, for this character. I don't, is it this character? Oh, no, don't tell me that we need the statuettes, actually. Myung-hae. Oh shit, we might actually need these. She might only unlock as a vendor when we offer the statuettes. Fuck, I did not research that. That's bad. Bring in all 4 statuettes. I do believe I can buy these. I guess I'll have to buy them because I only have 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna check my this always happens, man. This always fucking happens. I thought I had it all planned. Like, look at the fucking collection of legendary items I have over here, and then I flub like this, a minor detail like this. It's fucked up. Hold on, we actually have some in the bank, but unfortunately we're missing a single one, and I'm betting it's actually the Jade Dragon statuette. Yeah, it's from the last map. Luckily, we can buy it on the trading post, and luckily, it's dirt fucking cheap, apparently. So, because people, I guess, run this event over and over. So good, that's fine. Okay, that's we're back on track. However, we will need to get a trading post ASAP. Also bank access as well, which I guess we can go to the guild hall for that. Actually, let's go to the Echavald Vials. We would have to use a waypoint anyway, either that or an item to call the trading post. So might as well come here. It's gonna be a lot of map hopping. Actually, I haven't planned how to effectively get the items themselves, but that's fine. Also, we're gonna be switching to the character we just switched off, so that also wasn't quite effectively planned, but that's me and my planning. Capabilities. Okay, so statuettes. Where do I have it? I have it on an alt actually. Lucy has them. Fuck. So okay, while we're switching anyway, we might as well get Lucy to do a bit of crafting. So crafting is involved. Also, I'm missing messages in chat. Smaller pack of content, but more often and more than adding new things. They want to apply upgrades to existing maps, mounts. Don't quite know about the upgrades to existing maps. No, it's pretty much you're gonna be probably expanding on or getting new maps, telling stories in new locations. Pretty much every time. I think they've learned their lesson with messing with existing maps. Although the next expansion does, change Kessex Hills a tiny bit. However, I don't think that they're gonna necessarily change that map again. I think Kessex has been gone through a lot. If they're gonna add something to existing maps, I think it's mostly gonna be quality of life features and minor additions. I think they're vowing to continue on expanding the story in new directions. But yeah, expanding on mounts I think is very likely. But again, nothing like specific in terms of like how the masteries are gonna evolve. That's why I was like wondering what they're gonna do after this expansion in terms of like specifics. It is the first expansion of this format, so we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But also the frequency of the updates I don't think is necessarily gonna increase all that much. I think what's gonna change is that it's gonna be very consistent, very reliable, and very predictable. I think those are things that have been missing as well. But you might see like the same cadence of content releases going forward. Basically like a content release every, I don't know, say 3 months, right? And then every 12 months that content release will be a full-on expansion, even if not a full-on as in the sense we've known so far, but just like an expansion that you have to pay for and will unlock the next step in this game's evolution. What am I doing here? Oh, I wanted to craft. So yeah, she has the statuette, which I could have just as easily bought off trading post, I guess, but let's just transfer that. That's fine by me. However, one of the things that we will actually have to do is also craft a sort of a precursor-ish item that is actually an ascended quality part of the final weapon, which we are crafting the longbow today, so we will have to do the longbow stave. Spirit wood longbow stave to be precise. I'm just gonna double check, make sure we're not crafting something we don't need necessarily. But yeah, spirit wood longbow stave. And while we're here, I guess we're gonna put it into the bank. Eventually our main character will have to interact with the bank. Yeah, there are some legendary items or legendary quality items anyway. And also we will have to do the cube of dark energy. Now again, I don't necessarily need this at the moment. I've already had this pre-crafted. Nice. Great. I've already had this crafted beforehand, but might as well do a little refill. Now the matrices, I've ruined my perfect stack here, but what are you gonna do? Also, I forgot about doing the vista, which this place doesn't have a vista, right? So we might do that later. Anyway, switching off to our main character and also to chat in case we've got any new messages. Yeah, it's actually launching pretty soon. It is launching pretty soon. It's actually gonna launch. Let me see. Oh my god, I'm actually going to Germany next week. So yeah, that's one funny thing. I bought the expansion and I'm actually flying off to Germany for a week, precisely when it's gonna launch. Like, it launches Tuesday evening, right? So, well, on Tuesday anyway. I don't know whether it's going to be in the evening, but I do believe that's pretty much when they do releases every time, right? So, yeah, I'm actually I'm actually not going to be in town. So, I will try to experience it on laptop. I'm not gonna stream it though, which hurts. Which kind of hurts. I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna be late to the party there, but yeah, it launches next week, very much so. And yeah, if you're gonna buy it anyway, I do recommend getting the pre-purchase because you can get this fancy hat from it. But no, in ArenaNet, you might actually get it in game later as well, and there are some perks and benefits to it, to buying it early. I don't actually know whether you get this hat automatically with a pre-purchase. It might actually be a bonus for like a better version of the expansion, but I did absolutely, like
I'm at your service.
I'm not actually sure. I do believe it does come into PvP and definitely into World versus World. PvP I'm not necessarily sure about, but I think they're filtering those in as well. And yeah, it's gonna knock the balance out of whack. I can imagine it's gonna be absolute fucking chaos. Again, my biggest fear with it is that ArenaNet solves the issues of like balance by way of nerfing a lot of this stuff. That would be like my worst fear. Like they would nerf the weapon, not necessarily the interaction between the weapon and the specialization, right? That's like a nightmare scenario because there's a lot of fun weapons you just want to play, and but and they might pull them, on a different elite spec, and they might pull them back in line with like the current strength. However, they might absolutely nerf other the weapon on other elite specializations to a point of not being usable, and that's what I would
Quite
hate.
a reward.
So yeah, you give her the full set, get a couple of loot bags. Ooh, actually, wow. Also get a new backpack. Huh. This one's weird as fuck. Don't know which character I would actually utilize it on, but there you go. Cute. And we also got it for a collection to Greater Heights. So a Cobalt Spire back piece, a Cobalt Cathedral back piece. I do wonder if you get the other one by doing the collection just again straight up, and whether there's like a random chance to get this. Also, there's this Jade Throne, which is a cool chair. We might get that at some point in the future, but definitely not now. We need a bunch of these Imperial Favors, actually. So, yeah, 5 of these items, 5 Blessings of the Jade Empress. So, that gets us the first item for the Legendary Collection, or the Legendary Weapon itself. Then we need a Bloodstone Shard. We will buy that once we are actually at the Mystic Forge. Bloodstone Shard, a pretty common legendary material. You do need that for every single legendary weapon you're crafting. Then the gifts of the respective maps. Again, you get that for map completion. And then Antique Summoning Stones. Now, Antique Summoning Stones is something you are buying weekly off of a vendor. So again, you can buy it at a trading post, but quite pricey. I'd say like the priciest single item you can get, apart from I guess the precursor. I don't know whether you can buy the precursors wholesale. It might be possible. However, yeah, this is very expensive. You do need 100 of them at the very least for every legendary weapon of the 3rd generation. So I do recommend buying them weekly, because at a vendor they actually cost a single gold, and you can use other currencies as well to get these. I've been way ahead of the curve here. I've actually got, as you can see, 105 more in the bank, so we're not hurting for these, and that's just buying them off the weekly vendor. Then it's Mystic Clovers. Now you're gonna see an interesting number of these. 38 Mystic Clovers for 3rd generation legendaries, which is good because these can get quite pricey as well, and annoying to collect. Again, this time I haven't crafted a single one. I haven't actually poured anything into the Mystic Forge. It has to do with my slow pace of creating these legendary weapons, but there you go. Amalgamated Draconic Lodestones. Now these are interesting because I was kind of fearing. Okay, I was lying actually. These are the single expensive weapon items that you get. A whopping 16 gold and some silver to get a single one. Luckily, I only need 5. However, yeah, these are a bitch to get. I don't know how it happened. I've got a shit ton of these. I think it was from weekly festival vendors. When those are around, definitely keep an eye out on them, especially during SAB, right? Super Adventure Box for these ones is a godsend. Because, I don't know, I find Super Adventure Box a great relaxing way of earning in-game currency. And you might too, if you're good at jumping. You can get a very good pace, very good like a habit. What's the word I'm looking for? A routine. Yeah, a routine of like jumping through the Super Adventure Box, and it is a fairly relaxing way of getting these. It gets quite pricey in terms of the Super Adventure Box currency. But I don't know, if you're not big into farming, you don't have classes that can solo raids and stuff, it might be a good alternative, like very accessible to everyone. Now the Gift of Condensed Might and Gift of Condensed Magic, you don't necessarily see it here, but you've seen it in my bank. That again is quite usual for legendary weapons. What is unusual, the Gift of Condensed Might and Condensed Magic is like the Generation 2 model of legendary weapons. However, for Gen 2, you do need 2 of them, 2 of each, for the completion. Here, you just need a single Gift of Condensed Might and a single Gift of Condensed Magic. So again, slightly cheaper on that front. Slightly more accessible, this legendary weapon. Lamplighter's Badge, 8 in material storage, 2 for a total of 10. You've seen me collect these on stream. These are not new. Now, Tales of the Adventure, again, I'm not at a bank. Maybe I should actually go to a bank. But Tales of Adventure, you actually get those, and this is weird. That's an item you get for playing through the story, basically by completing story chapters. Interesting method, but also you cannot get them. You can buy them as well, but you cannot get them by replaying the same story step, I believe, over and over. I don't necessarily know how you regain them on a single character. I think you just need to finish the whole story and then start over, which is like the weirdest system. It flies in the face of everything AreneNet has done so far, but there you go. Spiritwood Longbow Stave, again, in our bank, or actually did I? Nope, didn't put it in my shared inventory slot. Anyway, again, that's specific to Longbow. I'm assuming you will have an ascended material, or like an ascended component for the rest of the weapons, I guess. An axe handle, or what is it, pommel, I believe they call it, or a sword blade, naturally. But to go with it, you actually do a sheet of premium paper. Now these together we're gonna see what item they actually craft together. I'm just doing the rundown at this moment. Mystic Runestones, that's just a straight flat 100 gold fee. I'm just gonna make sure I haven't bought these earlier. Mystic Rune Stones, no. Okay, so we're gonna spend 100 gold flat fee for these once we get to the Mystic Forge. Again, typical for Generation 2, not so typical for Generation 1, but they're basically interchangeable. There are runestones that you buy at, like, what's the guy called? Rojan the Penitent. Then there's a weird Gift of Research, which you need straight up thermocatalytic reagents, hydrocatalytic reagents twice, and that's just some vendor trash. But you also need 250 essences of luck. Now I'm lucky. Sorry for the pun. I'm lucky that I'm actually full on luck. I've got 300 luck, basically, or magic find. Sorry, that's the stat. Where is it? Where can you look at it? It's in achievements, right? Yeah. So if you look down here, I've got 326% magic find. Now 300 of it is from luck, as you can see. It states here. And what it means essentially is that luck is no longer useful for me to consume, so I don't. And I've been piling it up for Lunar New Year. During Lunar New Year, you can monetize all of this excess luck, and it worked in my favor. When I started working on the legendaries, I just had this luck lying around already, and didn't have to collect it. It could be quite pricey to collect a full stack of these, even the exotic ones. However, I did find that the last festival that came around was a great source for luck as well. You did get a lot of bundles of gear, so you could salvage that for quite a bit of luck. And then it's the Gift of the Mists. That's why we need the Shards of Glory. That's why we need the Gift of Battle that we already have in our inventory as well. That's why we needed the Memories of Battle. I don't know where those went. I think I would have deposited them in the bank. But yeah, that's a pretty standard item. Also, you need the Cube of Stabilized Dark Energy. And to top it off, it's the Precursor. Prismatic Precursor Selection Box, which will let us get the Precursor we need instantly. This item, I'll be honest, I forgot how I got it, but what were the acquisition? Basically, it was like when you're a veteran of this game and you've been loyal to it and done, like, I don't know. Oh, it was some in-game achievements, wasn't it? Some extra stuff, but I've had most of this finished, so yeah. But you can still get it, I believe. It's like a freebie for everyone who already owned every expansion up to this point. Good to see you too, Recon. Yeah, see you soon, hopefully. Hopefully we're not both busy with the game. I know we're busy with other aspects of our life. I wish you good luck. I believe still studying, right? So I wish you good luck with your studies, and yeah, it's not gonna get better once you get a proper job. Yeah, having an MMO as your hobby is difficult. Anyway, it was good seeing you. It was good chatting. Thanks for humoring my English. Yeah, having said all that, I actually have everything for crafting this legendary weapon. I guess I could have moved in to Arborstone already. So let's do that right now. Through the Arborstone portal scroll and retrieve all the items and start throwing them into the Mystic Forge. Now, I believe every item is done through the Mystic Forge. That's the standard, again, for legendary weapons. But it might be different for this generation because this generation is just special, right? Anyway, let's get to the bank. Grab all the other items that we've already got lined up here. Didn't necessarily need probably the Shards of Glory, but yeah, whatever. Because they're used as currency, so the person would be able to get it straight from our bank. Anyway, Mystic Forge. There's a little bit of a smaller one here, I see. A little bit of a tinier version of this. Oh, you're already in work. Okay. Nuclear power station as a construction manager. That sounds so nice and so accomplished, actually. That sounds so fancy. This is good. It's good. Here's my dead-end IT job, and you're actually doing nuclear physics. That's nuclear engineering. That's I guess I should congratulate you for that. That's pretty good. I like that. I enjoyed that. Okay, so let's start combining these. So this is the first item. The first item we're gonna get, and this is the first time I'm seeing this. It's the Gift of the Dragon Empire. It looks quite nice, like a box of. It's like a box with a dragon head on it. I like this color. I like green. So I'm biased, I guess. But also like the combination with the purple. The purple, man, in Guild Wars 2, like having a purple item is always so satisfying, even if it's like an obsidian shard. Just something about it feels good. Bloodstone shards, of course, we need a bloodstone shard, a single one, actually, but it does mean 200 spirit shards, which we can easily tank that price. That's no problem. Now, for the gift of the maps, we can combine these. So, Echowold Forest, New Kaineng, Seitai Province, and Dragon's End for a gift of Kanta. Now, this one is curious or peculiar. This icon, a tea set, or so it would seem. But there you go. And the fourth item that we can combine with this is just the summoning stones. So I guess we're gonna combine these right away. Now that we can. And we're getting the gift of Jade Mastery. Now that's an unspecified circle. I guess it's like a circuit board. But there you go. Yeah, Modern Kanta, I guess. Don't know how that fits into a legendary weapon. Where it's going to be housed on that weapon specifically. But who's got the time to question that, right? So the gifts of condensed might and magic, this is where they're gonna come into play. Don't know where the other one is. There it is. It doesn't matter. We're still putting them through this UI, and so it's just these 4 items. And this one gives a draconic tribute. This icon is cool. I do like the fact that they've come up with a lot of new icons that are specific to this crafting thing. It's not a tangible item, but always makes me smile to see a new icon and not something just repurposed. Like, for example, this chest appears so many times across End of Dragons, and you cannot genuinely, like, at first glance, you cannot distinguish which map it belongs to. And sometimes it's just like a very common box. Like this one has this selection, and you can get like some fancy items from this. But sometimes it will be just like a loot box, and you'll get trash items, just like a regular gear, which is not something I enjoy about this game. But yeah, whatever. And then you do a lot of combination in terms of like partial items again. So we're gonna see what a sheet of premium paper actually helps us do. Now you do need to be a scribe for these, by the way. I think you can buy these off a trading post. Can you not? Yeah, you can buy these on the trading post. But if you want to craft them, you do need to be a scribe. We are missing an item though. In fact, we are missing the Lamplighter's badges. And the Tales of Adventure. So we do need to drop by the bank. What is this? Tale of Adventure. And again, we just need 10. We've had 32. So no problem there. And the Lamplighter's badge, which we have surprisingly little of, you know. But that's just the nature of the beast. I haven't been done map exploration in End of Dragons. In fact, again, I've played very little of End of Dragons. So, we're combining the Tale of Adventure with the Lamplighter's badges, sheet of premium paper, and Spiritwood longbow stave, which they are cheap materials. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. It's very cheap for being like even like a partial step in the legendary crafting process. It does make these legendaries a little more accessible. It does. It really does. So you combine them and you get a poem. So these are cute that you get poems, and this is the poem on longbows, and I don't know whether every poem has a different icon. I would only assume so. I do believe like this is like a longbow item. I'm sorry, icon. In fact, if I look at other poems, just out of curiosity on Wiki, so for example, a poem on war horns, the icon is going to be different. So I'm not going to show you on stream, but we're going to see some of these on streams at a later point. So something to look forward to, I guess. I know, how exciting. There's going to be a silhouette change. Anyway, continuing on, we will need the Mystic Runestones. Apparently, again, we just
Let's
get
see
them
the
at a
color of
Mystic
the coin.
Forge. Attendant, normally Miani, this time an unnamed attendant, but we will need these to toss them into the Mystic Forge physically. And again, yeah, that's just a flat fee of 100 gold. And then Gift of Research, again, we need to retrieve these from the bank. Thermocatalytic reagents, which we do not have enough of in the bank. I did know we actually need to buy these. I don't know whether she's gonna sell us. No, because these are regularized crafting materials, so we might need to visit a crafting vendor. Now, I don't know, is there like a teleporter I can use, or I know there are zip lines, right? There's a zip line. This might make it easier on us, for us, whatever. Man, I'm not drinking. They're fixed. Also made a screenshot by accident, which is only lucky because the button I use for stopping and starting the stream is right next to the print screen button, so that could have been a horrible mistake. Anyway, this guy, can you sell me? Okay, so these are hydrocatalytic reagents. We're gonna need 500 of these. We definitely shouldn't buy them for research notes, though. That's that would be also a massively regrettable mistake, because the hydrocatalytic reagents can, of course, be bought for like silver. Hold on. I hope. Oh shit. Oh guys, we're in trouble. We are in massive fucking trouble. We might not have enough research notes. That would fuck us over, man. Let's see. I did not realize you can only buy these for research notes, man. For 50 per 10. 50 per 10? That's insane. That's an insane price. And how many have I had? Oh my god. Okay, I was vowing to finish this on stream though. I might need to drop some serious moolah here. Oh, this fucking sucks, man. Okay, so we need 500 of these, which is stupid. Again, failing of research, man. Okay, we can buy a maximum of 24. That's half of what I need. Not even half of what I need. This is disgusting, man. Okay, let's see. Can we put it together? I was surprised that it's called Gift of Research, because considering it's it didn't actually contain any research notes, but it does. but it's hidden behind this fucking item. Oh, that's filthy. That's disgusting. We cannot. There's no way to buy this off the trading post, is there? This item of all the things. Oh my god. I fucked up, guys. Hydro catalytic reagents. Man, this is the worst. Okay. Let's see. We got ascended shit across my characters. We might salvage these. We might salvage those. Again, I don't know whether it's gonna get us there though. Man, fuck me. Crafted items, right? Not looted items. So, I don't... Let me think. Because we don't have a lot of crafted shit lying around. We might, of course, make copious amounts of crafted stuff, but it might be prohibitively expensive. So, if I'm counting correctly, and I just need a 50 more, so for 25 is 1,250 research nodes. So I actually need 1,300 research nodes. Okay, where do we get 1,300 research nodes, man? Oh my god, it's gonna hurt actually salvaging the ascended items. Even though I'm not actually using them. Use a research card on a stat, change non-salvageable named ascended weapon and armor. If an ascended weapon armor from is unsalvageable since it's not crafted, you can stat change them in Mystic Forge to normal ascended gear. Salvaging them uses... Okay, how many do I get? As they will be lost. Research notebook, man. Pile of research, man. Where do we get these things? So, okay, a pile of research. Is gonna get us 200. So if we need 1,300, we need to salvage a total of 6.5 ascended weapons or armor. Doesn't sound so bad, actually. I might be able to pull that off. Let's see. I've had this incinerator. This is only... by the way, this is only... Okay, this one is actually crafted. It's only reskinned to be to look like an incinerator. It's not a legendary weapon, obviously. Okay, so I've had this dagger for a while, I guess, but who really cares? There's no nostalgia here, right? Shouldn't affect us. Okay, we can definitely salvage the dagger, especially the dagger, considering... Hold on, how many did I get then? I thought I will get guaranteed research notes, but... Oh, hold on, I got more than 200. We got two piles of 200. Oh, was it? Did I actually salvage the sigils? And man, oh my god, I didn't have a infusion on it, did I? I probably did. Fuck, I have upgrade extractors right next to it, man. How much is it for a +9 agony infusion? Man, what the fuck did I salvage? If if I salvaged infusions, man, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so pissed at myself. I'm pretty sure I salvaged an infusion. I'm pretty sure I did that. Okay, I'm gonna sort the upgrade extractors here. And yeah, let's forget it for now. Let's forget it for now. We technically don't need a sword. Again, we don't have doubles on the swords, but we can definitely salvage this. We're in a pinch. So, whatever. Fucking fuck this. And there is a +9 infusion. Also, the sigil of impact is quite nice. Okay. I don't. Maybe we can find a. Maybe we can find better candidates. So I got some ascended boxes on my alt account, on my alt characters. Don't know which ones specifically, so let's just blindly switch to them. Okay, it's a slight delay. We can solve this crisis. How much do we need actually together? I said 1200 plus 1300. That's 2500, right? 2500 research fucking notes. I will be much wiser to this next time. So yeah, we can get a. I don't know. Do we want to open boxes though? I might actually want to just salvage weapons that I already have, including I don't know. I guess we can even salvage. Okay, whatever daggers we have, we can definitely salvage daggers because we have doubles of those. So there's not necessarily a need to ever have 3 daggers, right? Is there? Because with a lot of these weapons, like even like you might want to double up on staves, for example. So there's a dagger I can definitely fucking salvage. However, the problem, of course, with this being this one is not crafted, technically not counted as crafted. So we will have to stat change it, which is fine by me, but okay. We're just gonna need to find out how to do that again. I don't quite remember. So that's one ascended weapon.
Hello.
What do we replace this gap with now? What else? Fuck me, what else? I guess some foods might also be worthwhile to salvage. I don't necessarily know. What foods can we salvage? Man, these fucking... How much does this yield? That's a single research note. That's not very good. It's not good. I'm not gonna do that. These foods I purposefully kept around because I do find they are sometimes useful. Does it not pull anything from the bank? I mean... I'm pretty sure I can salvage runes and sigils now. Perhaps not this one. This one is looted, definitely. But some of these can be crafted, right?
Hello, stranger.
For example, this one. Yeah. Okay. We could theoretically... I don't know. I'm just scraping the barrel here. Oh, there are boxes. Ooh, there are ascended boxes. These would have to be stat changed anyway, so technically might be good to salvage. Also some useless weapons. But for the most part, I have been sticking them onto alts. Okay, let's assume we still need 6 weapons, okay? So, Tor, tell me you have useless weapons. Tor would probably not have a lot of them. Perhaps a scepter, right? Would you or would you not have a scepter on you? Equipped, perhaps? I think, yeah, I think I would have equipped a lot of these actually. So no, a torch is not useless yet. And then again a torch and a warhorn. That sucks. Okay, no ascended weapons necessarily, and I just made the fucking necromancer naked. Gore would have some. I think Lucy would definitely have some weapons. I might just open the boxes, man. Some of these boxes. So yeah, this longbow is no longer gonna be needed, right? I've just put on the sigils. The ceremonial saber, I've also replaced that one. Oh yeah, daggers. I said daggers we don't need. Again, this one would have to be stat changed, but I don't really care about that. Any other dagger? Yeah, Fang of McKellar. So that's 3. And I guess, yeah, let's just ooh, see, there's this one. Okay, this one is super useless because it's got healer stats on it. That was specifically for raiding, but I'm no longer doing that. Again, all of these will have to be stat changed, but I guess that's fine. And yeah, we don't have a legendary X yet. And this one is obviously for healing. That's fine. What are we doing here? And what about these? These are not crafted, are they? Also, where the fuck did I leave the research kit? Man, the thief have them? Oh, how many weapons have I left in the bank? I thought this is gonna be an easy, breezy stream. I thought I'm gonna be, it's gonna be over before 11. It's already 10:30. Man, okay, it's fine. Let's not get frustrated too much, too unnecessarily. Where was I? Oh yeah, retrieving weapons. And Gore might actually have some weapons on him. Let's actually check. He's gonna be the one to recraft these, I guess, or maybe we can do it on our Ellie, on our main. Man, this webcam shit is just pointless, isn't it? If I'm in such a dark. Are you getting value out of it? I don't know. I've been told to do webcam, that it drives engagement. There's nobody coming to these streams anyway. So yeah. Mecha Anger. This one is not crafted by any chance, is it? I might sacrifice. No. Nope. No. Not a lot of stuff. Anyway, yeah, what do we have here? This longbow is no longer gonna be needed eventually. Also, this one, this greatsword. Yeah, let's use this one. So that makes it. This is a hammer, I believe. Okay, that's 6 weapons. That's fine. We now need to definitely figure out. Well, first of all, how to pile up this stuff into my inventory. Secondly, how to swap, stat swap it. So it's not the cheapest process, but it's relatively cheap for what it does. And what it does is, well, it allows us to get a bunch new weapons to salvage. Oh, hold on, we only have 5 weapons now? No, 6. It's 6. It's 6. So stat, research good. Right. Can I get a link from this page immediately? You can stat change them in the Mystic Forge. Okay. How do I do that? Stat change. Stat changing. That's how they're actually calling it on the wiki. Okay. And for weapons, it's exclusively an exotic inscription. Of course, those can be gotten quite cheap. I think it's not even like an inscription. I think the item is called slightly different. And we're gonna need some ectos for it. And anthologies of heroes. So those are annoying to get. So that's 30, right? We need 30 ectos and anthology of heroes for spirit. Spirit. What are they called? Spirit. Spirit charts. Just spirit charts. Okay. So, and if we're actually gonna look at some of the cheapest inscriptions. You can get, for example, and this is gonna be funny to... Well, no, it's actually runes that we cannot... Oh, intact mosaics are fairly cheap, and I do believe we have some of those in the bank still. Now, intact mosaics, yeah. Not necessarily too many of them, but, you know, I'll sacrifice 6. They're not that useful. Also not that expensive. You can get cheaper inscriptions, but I just don't want to do the process of like buying it on the... And anthologies of heroes, of course. Miani. Anthologies of heroes, 6 times, please. We're gonna need 6. Now the yeah, the process is gonna... I'm gonna make it a little more complicated because I actually want... oh, sorry, no. I can't actually influence what kind of stats I get because I will get always the stats from the mosaics. I don't know whether I want the new skins or not. I did get a new skin this time. And it might actually happen for the rest of them too. Because, well, whatever. This one has some sigils on it, and luckily they're not. We can buy those. I'm not gonna waste the extractor, even though the extractor is useless basically. Did we get a new skin that time? I do believe we did. Okay, this one shouldn't have anything on it. Fine, we can stat change it. Unfortunately, no new skin. But I'm not gonna buy a more expensive sigil just to get a new skin. At some point I might. In fact, we might do that for the other longbow and perhaps even the other daggers. So I don't know. Let's see what can we get for like fairly cheap sigils, because I do want to build up these skins. Is it not gonna tell me what kind of stats I'll get? Isn't there like a slightly more comprehensive spreadsheet that would tell me? So that's Angchu Cavalier inscription, which would get us oh, Cavaliers, of course. Oh, it says in the title of the sigil. But the Cavalier's inscriptions, of course, Cavalier stats, ascended weapons are color coded based on, well, at least a crafted one, color coded on. Okay, so this might actually Cavalier. Help me. I don't understand these spreadsheets. I know you don't know what I'm looking at the moment, but so crimson antique weapon, citrine. Okay, so I need to open all of the ones that. Okay, I'm just gonna do that, I guess. Also, we will have to check it against my existing wardrobe too, which is gonna make it triply annoying. So fucking fuck off with this page. This page. Why do I have this open? It's getting out of hand. Oh, I can actually filter based on my API. Which is good. Ancient weapons, so that should get us Viridian. Okay, so I'm buying one for the dagger at least. Cavalier's inscription. Inscription. Again, slightly pricey, but it's for a skin. Do I need it for two-handed? Of course, I can get it for a longbow as well. And which one is the last? Oh, but we need a second dagger. So let's keep looking. So what kind of another cheap inscription we can get? So dire, for example. Can we get a dire? Hold on, no. I need to look up what the name of it is. It's non-craftable. Orichalcum. So, yeah, going through dire orichalcum. It's Matildes. So Matildes gets us. Man, I already closed that one. Matildes gets us terracotta, which I'm pretty sure, that's the one I've already crafted, man. So stupid. Yeah, terracotta is the most frequent one, too. It's fucked up. Never mind then. Let's continue on. For example, not the intake mosaic then. Mage Eyes. Can we get a Mage Eyes here? So that's Hrongs.
I've watched visitors
We're looking for
throw a wide
Hrong.
assortment of items into those swirling mists. One Asura in particular must have tossed
Ooh, Hrong is not on terracotta list. We might. Ooh, we might get a new color.
Vials of blood and bottles of Alonian wine.
Ooh, Calcit. Okay, it's white. We're gonna get a white dagger. And Yep, I like it. I like it. So that's Mage Eyes. Okay, so, and we need a Mage Eye inscription then. Okay, this is slightly psychotic what I'm doing here, but it's gonna be worth it. Trust me. Absolutely. Hopefully this yields enough of these fucking.
That looks valuable.
research notes to get us to the end goal. Because if we're gonna have to craft another weapon, I'm gonna lose my flipping shit. Okay, anyway. Not this thing. What the fuck am I doing? The ones that are not done yet. Also, yeah, Cavalier's fine with the longbow. And yeah, it gets us a new skin, as you can see. Let's do one of the daggers next. And last but not least, for Mage Eyes, I should get my own matrix of these skins for next time. And yep, cool. So the thing we can do now is to just absolutely salvage these things. I can return the intact mosaics in case we ever need them for anything else again. There are some other terracotta skins we still need to unlock. Also, have we found it in the map, in the bank? We have. And let's get the research kit. Salvage kit. It is a research kit. Yeah, we did get slightly more than 200, which is all good. Actually, it's piling up quite nicely. We might be fucking safe now. All right. So yeah, this was regrettable, but thankfully I'm a hoarder, and I'm hoarding these ascended weapons, even though I'm not A, actively using them, B, I don't need them. So cool. We should have enough research nodes for all the thermocatalytic reagents. In fact, it should be 2,500. It's 2,900 now. So thank the gods. And if I'm not mistaken, that's times 50. Yeah, 500. Okay, let's drop it on them then. Put it back into the bank, and we're gonna get to the finishing stage of this. Hopefully this fucking legendary weapon is worth it. I know it's not gonna be, but because I don't even particularly like those skins. I just want it for the stats, but I do, I guess, like it in terms of the skin. Most of the 3 longbows that are available to us. So one more time, thermocatalytic reagents. I'm sorry, hydrocatalytic reagents, and we also forgot to buy the thermocatalytic ones, which we will need a total of 250, aka 25. Didn't even hurt us that much financially. Switching the weapons, of course. I don't know how much it cost in spirit charts cost, but there you go. It is what it is. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, the recipe calls for thermocatalytic reagents, hydrocatalytic reagents, and luck. Let me just double check, triple check, quadruple check, pentuple check. I don't know how to continue. Sextuple check. For a gift of research. This fucking cursed item. Okay. Anyway. Last but not least, of course, is the Gift of the Mists, which we do not have the items for, but that's again because we haven't talked to this Mystic Forge attendant. No more surprises. One gift of glory, please. One gift of war, please. Let's flush it down the fucking toilet. For one gift of the mists. And now, to put it in like a matryoshka. So that's Gifted Jade Mastery. Draconic Tree. No, hold on. We haven't done this thing. Also, we don't have the precursor, but that's because I wanted to do this item first. So that's Mystic Runestones, Gift of Research, and Gift of the Mists. Mystic Runestones, which gets us the Gift of Aurene's Flight. Now, already you can see this is gonna be a longbow. However, we only have 3 items. Of course, Mystic Forge recipes always call for 4. So we will get the precursor. By the way, I never previewed the precursors themselves. They are weapons on their own. So these are not called Aurenes, they're called just dragons. Ultimately, yeah, we can just get a quick glimpse of these. Not quite as flashy as the resulting weapon's gonna be. But yeah, the shield is nice, I guess. I don't think I've ever looked at these. But yeah, let's make sure we're getting the longbow, which is not the wing, it's the flight. Okay, so Dragon's Flight, exotic longbow. Again, if we take a look at it, not a skin I would have picked, but there you go. So that is our precursor. We cannot sell it. However, we might be able to if we crafted it. I genuinely don't know. But yeah, we've got everything we need for the legendary weapon, hopefully. And it would seem these combine. I don't know. Do we do the same thing that we do in LA every time? Just spam it into chat. Map chat, that is. You cannot see that, obviously. But if we're gonna combine them, there it is. Aurene's Flight. Now you can actually sell the weapon itself for quite a pretty penny.
Pleasant greeting. My time is precious.
This is what it looks like. I'm gonna equip it, don't worry. I'm gonna account bind it. I'm not gonna sell it at a trading post. But yeah, you can sell it. 3rd generation legendaries, you can absolutely sell. What I'm gonna do instead is add it to the legendary armory. Now we should get a cute little jingle and a description of the item. Yeah, again, cute little jingle. It wasn't painful, but it was dark. Darker than anything I've seen or felt before. Pulsing with unfamiliar magic. Malice bleeding into my flesh. Caressing my mind like... And that's it. That's the description for it. I guess these are Aurene thoughts. Now, the interesting part about Aurene's Flight and the Generation 3 legendaries is that, you can evolve them further and expand the skin. Not necessarily the functionality of the weapon, but the skin. So, yeah, I'm just going to preview it on the character that helped us get it. That is Lucy. She is in Arborstone as well. And yeah, this is what we achieved on this stream finally. Ooh, we got an achievement. Speak with Levas after binding an Aurene-based legendary weapon to your legendary armory. I guess we can do that on stream as well. Levas is actually congratulating us. A discovery surrounding the Aurene-based weapons. Dear Commander, I have discovered an astounding property surrounding the Aurene-based weapons you carry. Similar to Aurene, they can absorb Elder Dragon magic, but the difference is that they change their form. Come speak with me at Aurene's Enclave in Saitang Province, or at the Exchange in Arborstone, and we can get started on exploring what they can do. You'll need a flawless Elder Dragon skill to start, and I have a few I can part with in exchange for some resources. Sincerely, Levas. So Levas is this fucker here, the one who sells you the materials you need for the legendary itself, antique summoning stones. But as you can see here, a new tab has appeared, and you can start collecting these. Now I guess for karma, I could actually acquire these. I don't know how much it would be in total, but yeah, eventually. This is also a journey I want to take you on. However, that's not today's episode. Today's episode was actually just this legendary, and that was it. So, yeah, suck a dick through a straw. I'm sorry, I don't want. Anyway, what we are going to do is now. First of all, though, just gonna show you the dragons. Because this is a short bow. Okay, no, I want to equip Orange Flight. I'm not gonna show you yet. But I want Dragon's Flight. So we're gonna reskin it. The first thing we're gonna do, and we're gonna show you the precursor. Now we should probably display the weapon itself, right, when it's on my back. So this is what it looks like. It's huge and disgusting. Let's hide the pet actually. Or stow it, and yeah, this is what it looks like when you fire it. Nothing too fancy. It's just a cute little blue skin, sort of jade stone vibey. However, we can reskin it to its legendary variant and apply it. So this is what it looks like. This is what the footsteps look like in Arborstone at the very least, in these shadowy halls. This is sort of the rainbowy prismatic trail that it leaves behind. It's huge. The weapon is huge. It's much bigger than other skins. For comparison, I don't know. Ebon Vanguard longbow. This is the one I've been using for the past couple of years, in fact. And yeah, it's big. Of course, longbows are, but definitely not as conspicuous. But yeah, switching back to Aurene's flight. There is a draw effect, of course, and it's just like a little rainbow thing. So one more time. I don't know, is it like a dragon descending? Yeah, it does seem like a dragon descending. And this is what it looks like wielded. Now, it's like other legendary weapons. It's gonna have effects based on the attack you're using. It's mostly just like a rainbow trail. I haven't even looked into like what the animations are, but yeah, this is what it looks like, what it sounds like as well. I can stop my incessant talking for a while, right? It does have a sort of a sharp sound to it. But yeah, there you go. Cool, very cool. Now the cool thing about these legendaries is they actually, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not, I know this, but I don't know how you triggered it, but they have an on-death effect, which is kind of new. But when you actually kill an enemy, I don't know if there's like a chance or if there's like a guarantee that happens. But basically, what can happen with the enemies is that they are killed in a way specific to this weapon. So let's see if we can get it to trigger actually here. Just get some speed onto my attack as well. Now I don't have any kind of piercing, so this might actually take a while. Also, didn't even put any stats on the weapon yet, so that's why we got it a little weak. But yeah, as you can see, it was just Aurene, I guess, descending here and just fucking them the fuck up, okay? So that's sort of what happens with this weapon. Let's see if we can get it to trigger again. And yeah, each iteration, whatever dragon you use for this, will have their own on-death animation. And they actually switch around as well, as you can see here. This one was different. So those are cool. And this time it didn't trigger. So again, it might be that it's... randomly you get these, but yeah, that's the weapon. That's what we've been after. Let's try a couple more times. Could have put on these stats, I guess, but it's too late. Too late for that.
Feel the fury.
Yeah, just with 2 more targets. Oh, these would have counted towards daily. Oh, yeah, I remembered. We also didn't do the Vista. Unfortunately, no animation there. Whee! Okay, so cool. Don't know if there's anything more specific. No animation on our arm, actually. It's just the bow, which is, I think, nice. I think I prefer that to like the crazy animations of the other legendary weapons, the ones that like cover your arms in like whatever motif the legendary weapon has, right? But yeah, that's what the legendary weapon looks like, and it's a fully stat selectable, fully stat changeable weapon that can be used across, of course, now with the wardrobe or legendary wardrobe across many of your characters. At the same time, you don't have to switch through the inventory as you used to have. And yeah, so that's it. That's it for this part of the stream. However, I still do have planned a second part, and unfortunately, like, this crafting has taken much longer than I expected, and I shouldn't have been surprised by that, but we've soldiered through it. Anyway, let's get this measly reward. And see, this is like what I'm talking about. This is the deluxe gearbox, and it's just like fucking a couple of venom sacks and a bloodstone dust pile. So yeah, cool weapon, definitely. It does remind me a little bit of my Rainbow Phoenix in the first game, which I think I was hesitant on wearing this on Lucy, but I guess I'm gonna keep this weapon, of course, right after I'm done with the short bow, in terms of functionality, because I do want to get those kills, those short bow kills out of the way. So damn, and I forget what kind of a, was it the spin drift? It's not called the spin drift. Oh no, Duena's feathers, right? That's feathers of Duena that we had equipped on the short bow. Also, we didn't. There you go. So that was our legendary journey portion of the stream. Man, this is gonna be a weird entry, especially with me getting frustrated towards the end, and quite mouthy. What is it called? They're foul-mouthed. Yeah. Anyway, what I also wanted to do is explore Garenhoff. So I started the stream with like a little teaser, a little tease on things happening to Garenhoff, the village in Wizard's Fief. I guess that's what they call it. The Sorry, I'm getting annoyed by my microphone placement. All of a sudden. Yeah, Wizard's Fief, the part where the Wizard Tower used to be, and where we're supposed to go, like for the expansion, the next one. Yeah, I was just randomly going through this map, and I found out, and you won't believe it, guys. You'll be fucking blown away, but tell me where the fucking Wizard's Tower is. For real? And look, let me look at the map. There's an island with a building, and I can't see it. And no, it's not rendering, because when you approach some people, see what happens. So there's April. We've
Whenever the baby wakes me up, I take her for a walk around the block. Usually does the trick. And when we rounded the corner, I realized that the tower wasn't obscuring the moon. It always does that time of night. It was just gone. It was there when I walked home from the market. It was there before we went to bed. Now, it's gone.
Did you smell anything weird? See anything?
No, nothing like that. It just left. I think it left us.
Dun dun dun. See, it's not me, guys. It's not me. I'm not foolish. The wizard's gone. The NPCs are talking about it too.
Good to meet you.
You can see it here. So of course this is April. We know her from Someone in Need achievements, which I have streamed. And yeah, apparently it's not even connected to the Someone in Need achievements, but when you finish the Aurene interlude. Now, of course, I'm fucking lying. I'm doing like a little bit. I knew that the wizard's not gonna, or the tower's not gonna be here. I've actually heard about it earlier and had to look at it myself. In fact, I actually planned to end the stream with exploring Garenhoff last time when we did Someone in Need. But I totally fucking forgot. I totally blanked out on it and did like this Gala delve nonsense instead of it, which is, I'm eternally fucking mad at myself for that. So at least I wanted to tack it on onto this stream just in time before the next expansion comes out. So a big motivation for me to do this stream was I wanted to do like a legendary weapon stream or the legendary journey stream before we got into the next expansion, and I thought it would be like symbolically like nice to do like another step in the legendary journey before like we'll fully vested in the new expansion and again have no time for legendary journey. But part of me wanted to like stream this as well, like just explore Garenhoff. Now that the tower is gone, the tower is it's not here. It's not here, and it's quite clever the way they do it. This character, I bet you, or I don't know, maybe they are actually a veteran, but they might actually not. They might actually see the tower still there. It's faced, as a lot of things are. And in fact, a couple of NPCs are missing. Like you would remember, there would be a lot of like these golems. No, they're not golems, right? Elementals walking around this village, and those are gone as well. So it's all cool.
Hey, listen, Agent.
Now I don't necessarily know which characters I can speak to. I spoke to a single one before. That's the mayor here.
I'll be on my way.
But most people seem fairly unfazed. At least the merchants. The business doesn't stop. The tower just disappeared. Mama said she thinks we did something to anger Isgaran, and that's why he left. But Uncle Olvert says that it was the end of the dragon cycle. What do you think? I don't have any idea. I'm as clueless as you are, child.
Greetings.
This villager is just
We're here
like
to serve.
whoever. How am I supposed to protect this town now? It's just me. What did we do to drive the tower away? You're the only guard in town? We always had the elementals before to keep the peace. The only one left is the one trained by the master elementalist, but it's not capable of defending the town. Just training the workers. That's a tough situation. Best of luck. Mayor Manrin. So this is the guy I talked to earlier, because he's got like a voice acted bit, which for some reason he's not actually doing at the moment. It was all a lie. I feel so ashamed. The people of this town, they'll never trust me again. What are you talking about? The Wizard's Tower. The sentinel watching over this town has vanished. No one has ever known the tower's purpose, but I compounded one lie with another, and now I'm paying for my hubris. What exactly was it that you lied about? That I knew Isgaran. No one living has ever seen him. An arrangement was struck generations ago when the tower established itself here. We sent our people to them. They watched over us. That sounds suspect. It had never been questioned before, not until the tower disappeared, and now, what fools we all were. Why have they done this to us? I don't know what else to say.
I'm
chicken?
not sure about this.
The chicken, does it have anything to say? No. Maybe like clock? Anyway. There's a posted message. This one is, of course, is it connected? Get messengers out of our government. How can we trust mind shapers to argue fairly for the people? No, this is not actually connected to this story. I think this is a side story. Now, this guy obviously had to have the elemental here because of the mastery. Your eyebrows didn't even get... Okay. Sit back and let the elementals take care of everything. Okay, so these are enamored by the single elemental. Unfortunately, this is not altered, this dialogue.
I'm getting tired of people pretending to know the wizard. There are no tours. We've never met Isgaran. He's... I apologize. I don't even know if he's a he. We know so little, and yet we speak as if we know these things. We act familiar. We know nothing. And now it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings.
Correct. Okay, so can we get the mayor to play his little clip? Shut the fuck up, man. He sounds so soul-crushed, by the way, when I first visited here. Unfortunately, I didn't get that on stream today. Maybe we will still get it. These guys look the same. These are clones. I'm sure that's Isgaran's magic as well. Fuck. I don't quite want to fall down here.
Did you see that, workers? That's how you do it.
Okay, so this guy's just like drifting and stuff. And Isgaran is not a big town, so that's why I feel comfortable going through every single NPC here and trying to really get a sense of what happened here, what changed.
Is Garen okay?
I don't know. It feels wrong without it. I don't feel ready. Is that weird?
I know what you mean.
It is a little weird though. Ready for what? What the fuck are you talking about? You do? No chit chat? You child? I don't believe it. The tower gone. It's been up in the sky as long as I've been alive. I hope it comes back one day. One can hope.
What do you reckon happened? Is this Garen okay?
I don't know.
Okay, we've heard this
What's
thing.
wrong without it?
This guy doesn't have a monologue. Doesn't have a soliloquy
Is that weird?
Fired up!
regarding this.
What do you reckon happened? Is this Garen okay?
And I guess that's it. I guess that's genuinely all there is to this, unless we can get the mayor to talk. Manrin. Guess he's bugged or something. I would have thought that he would play the clip immediately, no?
Gone.
Yeah. We've heard this one. Anything up here except for this single Etin? Oh, there's still this bit.
Good to meet you.
Lasha. Welcome to Garenhoff, the former home of Isgaren's castle. If you have questions, I'll do my best to answer them, but right now we're all a bit lost. You said this was the former home of Isgaren's castle? Yes. Until very recently, the southern sky was occupied by the grand floating castle of Isgaren, the wizard who's protected and watched over this town for generations. What did you mean by feeling lost? Everything we thought we knew turned out to be wrong. The castle was the anchor around which this town revolved, but it turns out we were not important to Isgaren. He abandoned us. We've already asked this, right? Yeah. Who is this Isgaren? Isgaren is a grand wizard, but beyond that most know very little. The mayor claimed that he made regular visits to the castle, but after the tower disappeared, we learned the truth, and now we feel lost. That's all I needed to know, thanks. Nobody here. I didn't know, does she have like a very different tour that she's given? Now of course this is part of a story step, so don't be concerned about these gizmos over here. It's nothing unusual. It doesn't have anything to do with this the upcoming story. That's all in the past. And let's see. Up here, anything? Anyone? Nope. That's pretty much the end of the town. So yeah, again, not a huge town. I probably could have done like a little tour last time before the changes happened. I didn't, and it was mostly to preserve time because I knew I would be doing the long stream, so I didn't really want to drag it on for too long. But I do feel inclined to come back here with a different character and just show you what the town also looked like before the Wizard's Tower disappeared. In fact, I'm probably gonna do it with Lucy, the ranger who's just gotten a new weapon, right? At least it's gonna be another way to show it off. And yeah, still Mandarin is rather taciturn. So yeah, let's actually come back. I'm just gonna make sure we're not actually missing anything over here. Because, you know, when in Rome, I'm getting uncomfortably hot in here because I closed the window to avoid the noise coming from the street. And it is, man, is it ever so hot and just unpleasant in here. So there are no other NPCs that would comment on the situation around, are there? I'm gonna trust that they are not. Okay, come back with Lucino, Lucy Heritage. to give you a sense of what the city or what the town looked like, because I felt like it's bigger. Even like part of the reason why I never bothered with doing this also was just that I was afraid I'm gonna spend a million years in the town otherwise. So oh shit, I'm not gonna be showing off the longbow because I don't have it equipped. I quite stubbornly re-equipped the short bow. Anyway, that probably doesn't matter, right? Or should I re-equip it? I'm gonna re-equip it. Let's get value out of this fucking weapon, right? Let's get fucking value out of this. Alright, I'm not gonna equip the stats though. It's just like I'm gonna re-equip it right after the stream again. So yeah, and immediately you can see the tower from here, right? And I think they retouched the model. I think I mentioned that last time as well. I think they spruced it up a little bit. Not necessarily all that much. It's actually... and yeah, you can see a lot more people with names. Yeah, I do remember it was way more populated. So that was part of the reason why I didn't want to stream it either. But yeah, there you go. No April, as you can see. No one commenting on taking their baby out for a stroll in the middle of the fucking night. The view of the castle is pretty amazing, isn't it? I've seen better. Really? Wow, you must be an amazing adventurer. My mom won't let me leave Garenhoff. The world's too dangerous without these Garen's protection. Nice talking to you. Okay, I don't really care about the alt text. So yeah, as you can see, there are these elementals, and they're extremely friendly, right?
Can't believe it.
The visitors are having a lark. Undoubtedly like a parody of American tourists, not necessarily American either, but yeah, maybe a parody of people
This place is
doing
fantastic.
shit too.
We should get elementals to help out in our city.
You work in a quarry. If a bunch of elementals showed up to do manual labor, you'd lose your job.
Oh, right.
Norman, do your worst.
So yeah, they're just pushing them around, but as you can see, they're extremely tame, extremely friendly. But yeah, the comment about sending people up there, I always thought that they're like changing them into the elementals, man. Like they're fucking transforming the people, and that's actually what's going on up there. That's always that's always been the impression I've had. But you know, they never genuinely showed any malice of Isgaren, so this is supposed to be the town to visit for vacation. Doesn't seem all that special to me. There's a castle, but apparently we can't go inside. Elementals are everywhere, but elementals are always everywhere. Where are you from? Corsai, near Keswick's Haven. I wanted to go somewhere exotic, maybe visit an Asuran city or Silvaria Woods, but we can't afford to go much further than this, and Dylan had to come see the elementals. Try to enjoy your stay. Ooh! This guy changed color to enemy.
Stranger.
Can you believe this place? I can't wait to go on a tour. There are so many souvenirs. You seem like you're having fun. How could I not be? I'm not at work. I get to just wander around a new place all day. Did you know that you can pay to have the elementals bring meals right to you at the inn? Have a good time. So this child is an asshole? Huh, the elementals do whatever I tell them to. I love watching them fight. It's so much fun. Aren't you afraid of them? Why would I be? They're just playthings. Isgaren wouldn't let anything hurt me. Good luck then. And yeah, the elementals don't say anything. That's also part of the reason why I always thought the people are just getting transformed, like transmutated into them. Because once they cannot actually speak, they cannot actually say that they are the former humans. So yeah, I think I wouldn't rule this possibility out, man. Because people disappear, they just leave the city once they get up there.
Wizard Tower tours are expensive. What else can we charge tourists for?
What else is there? Wizard dolls? Tower construction sets?
Good ideas. Get to work on those.
Strength in numbers.
I'm the one and only down guard for Garenhoff. If you run into any trouble, let the elementals handle it. How can there be only one guard? The elementals keep us safe. In all honesty, I really don't do anything. I'm here more to keep up appearances than anything else. Aren't you at all worried about the elementals? Why would we be? They've been here longer than I have, and there's never been an issue. To be honest, if they did attack, we wouldn't have a chance anyway. Why worry?
I'm
Goodbye.
not sure about this.
Welcome to Garenhoff. Beneath is Garen's castle. You've got nothing to fear or want. Enjoy your stay or take in the sights. Thank you. Goodbye. There you go. Interesting mechanic on this thing. This villager doesn't say shit. This villager also just like chilling over here. Yeah, way more populated. I guess a lot of people have been kidnapped.
Thinking of moving. I'm tired of tourists gaping at us like we're putting on a show for them. I like my privacy.
Where will you go?
Divinity's Reach, maybe. Might join the carnival there.
You make no sense.
How can I help?
Oh great, another tourist. Joyous day, what do you want? The castle's up there and there are elementals everywhere. If you're looking for a guided tour, ask someone else. I just wanted to say hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I know that was rude of me. I just get so tired of all the visitors staring at us and asking stupid questions. I live here. This is my home. I'm not here to entertain you. You don't like the attention. I love attention, but people should bug me because they're interested in me, not because they want the history of some building I've never been in. That's why I want to go join the fair in Divinity's Reach. Best of luck.
Greetings.
Hello, you're a newcomer to Garenhoff, I can tell. We get a lot of visitors. We're quite the popular little town. Do you like it here? I love it. It's like something out of a children's story, with the kindly wizard watching over the sleepy little village and sending his magical minions to help out with the day-to-day chores. I think your friend disagrees. Don't listen to Lucy. She complains a lot, but it's a ruse. Every week she comes up with a new plan to leave and start some new extravagant life. This week is a carnival. She just wants to be noticed. What do you think of Garenhoff? I love it. It's like, okay, so I think your friend disagrees.
How's it going?
Okay, have a good life. Okay, if we loop back around these guys.
Mind that we make money off his notoriety?
Well, he's never said anything to me about it.
You've never actually spoken to him, have you?
Yeah, their dialogue changes a little bit too. So yeah, this guy doesn't really change, right?
Body snatching.
Where?
Somewhere west of the canyon.
Thank goodness for the wizard. He keeps us safe.
And here, as you can see, it's also the body snatching. Like you would assume these things are connected, right?
May Duena bless you.
As safe as I feel with the elementals around, occasionally something just feels wrong about them. What do you mean? I don't know what it is exactly. They just seem angry sometimes, as if they're being forced to do something against their will. See, there are all these hints that they're just kidnapping people and making them into elementals. I mean, really? No, nobody thought of that? I guess people would. I'm just out of the loop. Are they being forced into servitude? No one really knows what they are, let alone why they freely serve us. Honestly, I don't think people here would care if they were. Taking for your time. Even with war in every direction, the Isgaran's elementals keep us safe. We're in his debt without even really knowing him. Doesn't that worry you? Some, but he's never given us reason to doubt his intentions. The more we depend on him, the more he comes through. Sounds dangerous, but good luck.
Greetings.
This villager doesn't have a name, so also doesn't have a dialogue, I guess. So no alternative dialogue over here. Just a bunch of chicken over here, and a single villager who seems to fancy us. These guys, any new fun dialogue? No? It's fine, you don't have to entertain me every time I walk around. But it would be nice. It would be nice. So workers don't really have anything to say. There's a Sylvari worker for...
Make Cormier guide you.
I love making deliveries to this town. You just pull into port and let Isgaren's elementals do the work. Normally we unload everything ourselves while defending against attackers. Goodbye. Sit back and let the elementals take care of everything. Goodbye.
Welcome.
Okay, so this guy says the exact same thing as the other worker. They all seem to do. Okay, man. Fucking really? Couldn't they have come up with at least a slight variance here?
This place is fantastic. We should get elementals to help out in our city.
You work in a quarry. If a bunch of elementals showed up to do manual
We've heard
labor,
this. I'm just waiting for them to go through it, just to be able to talk to the or hear the mayor again if they're gonna say something, which they're not again. Not jumping as I whistle. So yeah, there is this part of town too, and I see some named characters.
Elementals used to destroy your storage sheds and run your livestock off the farm. I know, Grim. You told me.
What do you need?
When I was young, we didn't have elementals running around the city doing everyone's chores for them. Folks did their work with their own two hands. You don't like it here? I didn't say that. That castle sure is pretty nice. I'd like to go there someday. Some of the other villagers go to live there. I keep hoping for an invitation myself. Do you ever get to see the villagers who moved there? No, but that's not surprising. A place as elegant as that, I'm sure they're just wrapped up in their new lives. And it is very isolated up there. I'll admit I'm jealous. Maybe someday you'll get to go there. Grandma is so funny. All of the elementals here really creep her out. Why doesn't she like them? I don't know. She's not actually afraid of them or anything. My mom says Grandma just has trouble handling change. She just came to live with us recently after all. But she seems to like the castle. Well, that's nice.
I've seen the Wizard's Tower. What else is there to do around here?
That's pretty much it. You don't want to go west of the canyon.
Why is that?
Way too dangerous. The people out there are practically barbarians.
Why are they talking over a chasm? Welcome to Garenhoff, home of Isgaren's castle. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Oh, that's the girl that talked to us earlier. Who's Isgaren? Not much is known about Isgaren. He keeps to his castle and is rarely ever seen or heard. What is known is that he had a kind, gracious heart, and he cares for and loves the people of this town. Sorry, I butchered that. Tell me about the castle. All that's known about the castle is that it's Isgaren's home. That I know of, no one save Isgaren has ever entered the castle. Even so, it draws tourists from all over Tyria. How come they just said that some people go live whatever. Why are the elementals here? The elementals are creations of Isgaren. They defend the town from threats and work as servants for the townspeople. Thank you for your time. So there's that. Not anything surprising, right? Again, this is the house that's part of the Asura story. You smell like money. You're rich, aren't you? I might have some wealth. I thought so. Rich tourists are the best type of people. Leave me alone, kid. Happened there. Okay, that was funny. And yeah, this is just the elemental who doesn't give a shit about these Athens. I thought he would have. Oh, I don't, but he started protecting me as soon as I got into a fight. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't it? Again, here's the weird parrot. It talks across quite the distance. The mayor doesn't.
The wizard tower tours are expensive.
Yeah. Okay. So that's we've already heard that. I'm a reload. By the way, I reskinned Aurene's flight and didn't even display it again. So there you go. That's how stupid I am. Nonetheless, I'm just gonna switch one last time to Conjurer Rag, aka my Elementalist. See if we can get the mayor to give us a voice acted line. If not, that's gonna be the end of the stream now. I hope you enjoyed it. If anybody was actually around, except for Recon.
My time is precious.
Oh my god, what the fuck happened to you, dude? Someone stole your face. See, but he did have voice acted. Sorry, you cannot see. I'm just gonna turn off the overlay for a little while. But if you look in chat over here, you'll see that he actually said it was all a lie. I feel no. Hold on. Oh, he says that. Oh, it prints his dialogue in here. Because I see my response there as well. Never mind that. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, that's the end of our stream today. I hope you enjoyed it, at least somewhat. That's it. We should be prepared. Again, as I explained throughout the stream, I definitely haven't done everything in End of Dragons that you can do there.
Is this Garenhoff okay? I don't know. It feels wrong without it.
No, we've already heard that. Yeah, I haven't done everything there is to be done in Dragon's End. I'm sorry, End of Dragons. That expansion has a lot more to offer than I've streamed and that I've even experienced myself. So we might do some future streams where we go back, but at this point it's going to be a little bit of a nostalgic trip, right? Unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, who knows, there is an expansion coming. It's as we talked on stream, it's coming in a week. Basically tomorrow it's going to be a week exactly. So if you're going to play yourself, you have that to look forward to. As I explained, I'm not actually going to participate, at least not on stream. You will not see me live. Now that will be a new for me, basically, because, well, since I've been streaming at least, because as I explained, I'm abroad. I'm going out for a week to Germany, and I won't be able to stream. So I will have to figure out what to do about that, because one of my plans was to actually stream the new expansion, but I think I'm going to be experiencing it blind on my own, even in Germany, probably, on a laptop. Kind of an inferior experience, but I don't want to be left out of the zeitgeist, right? I don't want to miss out on stuff, so I might actually play the game abroad. So that's one thing to consider. But in terms of my content and what I'm going to do about the new expansion, obviously I'm not going to be able to, well, probably I'm not going to be able to offer you my blind playthrough. That's out of the question now, basically, at least like 90% chance that I'm not gonna do that, because even if I wanted to hold out for a week, I don't think I'd be able to resist the pull, the temptation of this game. So I would play at least a little bit, because obviously I have this purchased, right? The expansion is already paid for and stuff, so I'm fully ready for it. So my concern with it is what to do about it. Now I think playing it a second time, or like, you know, just like do a casual playthrough of this without experiencing it for the first time is probably the worst thing I can do. It's probably the worst thing I can do, because I'm quite not confident about my ability to provide meaningful commentary when I'm experiencing something for the first time. And I could do a better job on a second time. However, I'd have to do like a big prep, which I just don't know if I can squeeze into among my other projects. I'm talking Legendary Journey, I'm talking about the newly started Doom playthroughs, challenges. So I'm still debating on what to do about that. However, I will be sure to eventually continue Legendary Journey, especially now that I've found a sort of a new format for it. So we would be returning probably to Gen 2 Legendaries, Gen 1 Legendaries. The next one should be Generation 2 Legendary. Hopefully no surprises when making those. The next time we're doing Generation 3 Legendary, we're also going to be prepared for these traps and tricks that popped up along the way. And yeah, so for the current plans, it's well, it's complicated. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at the moment. I am gonna come up with something, basically. For now, all you need to know is that I am planning to keep on streaming. I would like to do it much more actively going forward, because again, somehow it happened. There was a big pause that was just inexplicable, and I don't want these things to happen with any kind of regular frequency. So hopefully you're gonna see me stream a lot more often, and yeah, come up with some new exciting projects. But you know, it is what it is. Anyway, that's it from me. Genuinely, I'm just rambling at this moment. I have posted links in chat now for those of you who are already on a VOD. They are A, not clickable, B, one of them is useless because you've already found this on YouTube, but there is a link to my YouTube page. We can look at the Fashion Wars here. So yeah, to my YouTube channel, where I post all of these streams with some delay, and there's also a link to my Patreon in case someone would feel to be generous and would like to support me, so that I could you know, be the best I can be in terms of streaming, because yeah, my money situation is not rough, and I definitely don't need that for a living, but it would be sad if I did. Nobody did. Nobody's contributing so far, so don't worry about it. But yeah, it's there. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna see you when I see you. When that is, can't really tell you. I'd like to do a one more Doom challenge stream this week. but it's unlikely to happen probably. I don't know whether I can actually fit it into my schedule. I might actually do some more preparation for my Legendary Journey streams. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with Dry Top. It's like a crucial map for me, and it's weighing on my mind heavily, especially because the next legendary weapon actually requires it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I would so much like to do T6. Anyway, I've got a little bit of stuff to do. I go to the hospital next or tomorrow for a checkup with my broken arm or broken collarbone. Actually, I haven't talked about that on stream. I don't think anybody cares, but yeah. And that's it. Thank you. I'm dying of the hot weather here, so yeah. See you next time.